What's up, beautiful people? Welcome or welcome back. I am streaming live on TikTok, but if you're watching this back on YouTube, hello, YouTube family. Thank you for being here, or welcome for your first time in. I'm gonna let some people get into the room. I'm going to light an incense, but I'm back in LA and I wanted to go live with you guys. I wanted to talk with you guys. I wanted to check in with you guys. So we're gonna do it. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Hey, in your dreams. Hi, Alejandra. Hi, Brenda. How are we doing? How are we feeling? Just lighting an incense off camera really quick. I just filmed a haul video for my YouTube channel, which is very different for me. It's very out of my niche. It's out of my comfort zone, but I had a lot of fun with it. And 2025 already feels like a new me, a fresh me. And I know it's so cliche and so new year, new me, but I genuinely feel this like shift in my energy. And it might have to do with me coming back to LA after spending the past 3.5 weeks in Oklahoma, which really felt like hell. It really felt like hell, like actual hell on earth is Oklahoma and was being with my family, unfortunately. I hate to say that because I don't want to come off as ungrateful or mean or pessimistic, but I'm telling you, you haven't seen me in about 3.5 weeks because I've been going through hell, like actually. But I'm out, I'm back. I'm in heaven on earth now, or I'm back in a place where I can actually create heaven on earth for myself again. I really lost my independence over the past 3.5 weeks, and I lost my feeling of freedom. And so I've been working through that. And I had to relearn some really hard lessons over the past 3.5 weeks, which I'm sure some of you have as well, right? Like some of you also had to relearn some hard lessons over the past 3.5 weeks from things that you thought you healed from, things that you thought were over, things that you were like, oh, okay, I've experienced change, so that means other people have changed. But no, I think that the past 3.5 weeks have shown me how little some people have changed and how much I have changed. And I'm not judging them because I want to accept everybody for where they're at in the journey, but holy crap, some people are still stuck in such an awful mindset. Some people are still stuck in awful relationships. Some people are just still who they were last year and who they were the year before. And I'm just so not. And so I've been really having to manage my expectations recently because I keep finding myself saying I'm not mad, just disappointed. And then I have to think about it because I'm like, why am I disappointed? What is this disappointment energy? And it's my expectations of others. And it was my judgment of others too. And I'm like, okay, I need to just accept people for who they are, for where they're at in the journey, but also still remain my authentic self at the same time. And that was something that was really hard for me. So then I started trying to mirror, right? And I started to look within because I'm always trying to self-improve. And I'm like, okay, if I'm experiencing this externally, what does this mean internally? How did we get here, right? But I don't feel disappointed in myself. Consciously, I don't feel disappointed in myself. I'm very proud of myself. I have overcome so much and I've gotten here to where I'm at. And this is something that I never thought was gonna be possible for me. My energy, my platforms, my career, how I feel about myself, my aura. I genuinely didn't expect this version of myself to ever exist in this lifetime. So I'm not disappointed in me. I am incredibly proud of myself and I feel like I exceed my own expectations. So I'm also trying to figure out where this disappointment energy is coming from. But what I channeled today when I was like filming some videos was that this new found version of myself that I'm proud of and where I don't feel disappointment, it's only been about 6 to 8 months, maybe 12 months max, which isn't a lot of time to integrate a version of yourself, right? So I've been like trying to take it easy on myself and trying to slow it down because it's like, okay, 6 to 12 months of me not feeling disappointed in myself in comparison to 27 other years of my life, that's a massive difference. So it's not the same energy shift. But in my head, I'm always like, okay, I figured it out. My energy has shifted. Let's go. And the universe just doesn't work like that. Healing does not work like that. So I've had to relearn a lot of hard lessons over the past 3.5 weeks, and I've really had to manage my expectations and my disappointment when it comes to others, because I'm not mad. Sometimes I feel annoyed, sometimes I feel inconvenienced, sometimes I feel frustrated, but I'm never truly angry or mad. I don't get mad. I don't like that feeling. I understand that sometimes we need anger and passion to create, but I'm generally not a mad, angry person. I don't like violence. That's one of my non-negotiables. I cut off all access to me if you're violent, whether it's a friendship, a family relationship, a romantic situation. I do not tolerate violence. I think it's disgusting, honestly. So I don't get mad. I've just been disappointed. And so I've had to really talk to my spirit guides about that. Thanks for letting me vent. Thanks for letting me chit chat. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Liana or Light. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, but thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate you, Elle. I'm not doing anything personal. Please do not ask me for anything personal over the live stream. You have to pay to get my personal private energy. This is a collective reading for anybody and everybody who just wants to listen. You can ask your spirit guides to come through me to channel messages to you, but I don't work for you, right? I work for God, the Most High. I don't work for you for free. So please don't ask for anything personal over the live stream. My boundaries are my boundaries, and they're only going to get firmer from this point moving forward. Personal readings are currently closed. I'm not here to promote my services or to try to make money. My personal readings are closed until February because I am recalibrating. I just got back to LA this morning at like 2 a.m. I'm running on like 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Don't know how we're doing it, but the energy is shifting. I can feel it. So if you're here, the energy is shifting for you. Things are changing. Expect some sort of like overnight change within yourself energetically if you're here, if you're resonating. But personal readings are closed because I'm needing to recalibrate and I'm needing to sort some things out in my personal life. So I just pushed that off until February. I'm also getting my dog tomorrow. Guys, I'm getting my dog tomorrow. My fur baby, my son is coming home tomorrow. Thank you, Erica. For those of you who don't know, in December before I left to go to Oklahoma, I adopted a French bulldog. His name is Wrangler. He's about 3 to 4 years old. He's white and brown. You'll see him. I'll post pictures and he'll probably be on the couch at some point, but I'm going to pick him up tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. So I'm also going to be getting him adjusted to his new lifestyle and to his new home and to going from being like abandoned to being spoiled and pampered because that's my baby, that's my son. And I'm so ready to be a caregiver and a nurturer to something that loves me back, to someone who loves me back, right? Because I am unconditional love, which means I should receive unconditional love. And some people just don't give unconditional love, but pets do, animals do, dogs do. So I'm going to be adjusting to my new life as a dog dad, and I just feel like I need some time to recalibrate. So nothing personal, no private anything right now. This is collective. If you're really vibing with my energy, you'll probably get a message anyway that you need to hear. This is also going to be tough love, it feels like. Whatever we're about to talk about, I'm going to give you the honest truth. I will not sugarcoat it. I will be telling you the truth, okay? So if you don't want to hear the truth, then this isn't going to be the live stream for you. This isn't going to be the video for you. If you're watching the playback on YouTube, we're here to spill the tea. Okay, it says a time for healing. Right, and there's that saying that the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. But it's not pissing you off. It's healing you. I also got this message that you bring out the worst in people. Some of you bring out the worst in people. I bring out the worst in people, but I don't bring out the worst in people. I actually bring out the best in people. It's just that some people perceive the best version of themselves, the most authentic version of themselves, the best version of themselves, the most authentic version of themselves as the worst version of themselves. But I don't. God doesn't. So I naturally bring out the worst parts of people, but it's actually the best parts of them that they've been neglecting and pushing down and hiding. So it's a time for healing, and I'm a healer. But I'm learning that I don't have to be hands-on with the healing, and I don't have to do private one-on-one to do the healing. I don't even need to do the cards to do the healing. And some of you are really resonating with this too, because you are also healers, and you're learning that you don't have to actually heal people. You don't actually have to go into someone's life to heal them. You are naturally healing. Your energy is healing. And the more that you upgrade and the more that you heal yourself, the more it naturally heals them too, and the more they naturally heal themselves. But for some people, it is a time for healing, okay? Try not to take anything personally, because it looks like there are some people projecting from a place of hurt, from a place of pain. And I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody, but this is what I'm picking up on. Some of you are like experiencing projection from other people who are going through a hard time. And that's something that I've been learning over the past 3.5 weeks too. So over the past 3.5 weeks, not only was I relearning lessons, I was also understanding that you never really know what someone's going through. Because over the past 3.5 weeks, I haven't been posting. You haven't seen me live. I haven't really been filming. I tried. It was a shit show. It was a nightmare. But I have just been like really seeing that I was going through a hard time, and I wasn't able to talk to my community about that. I wasn't able to be around people who really understood me and who could listen to what I had to say. And I was like, wow, if I'm going through a hard time, I can see how other people might be going through a hard time, but just faking a smile, but just pretending everything's okay, but just going to work because the bills have to be paid, right? So that's something I've been understanding, is that sometimes you don't really know what someone's going through, no matter what they're portraying on social media or how they look or how they dress or their appearance. Sometimes people are really going through things that you don't know about. That's been really helping me to accept people for who they are. I need to tell you the story today. Spirit's bringing it back to my attention. And I have been trying to upgrade my style, but like in an affordable, accessible way, because I want to be inspirational when it comes to fashion. And I have been so obsessed with like handbags and fashion and jewelry and high-end designer luxury items lately, but I don't want to spend the price on that because I think that it's overpriced and I don't think that it's worth it in my current energy, where I'm at currently vibrationally. However, if you have the money, pop off. If you have the coins and you want to treat yourself to something luxurious that's a designer brand name and that makes you feel good, I fully support you. However, I'm really trying to upgrade my style. So I've been really obsessed with handbags, like I've been saying. Where was I going with this? I lost some of you, I can feel it, but like, where was I going with that? Oh, the story that I was telling you. I went to Target and I wore this outfit today that was also a knit tank top, but it was like a cream color. And then I had an evil eye necklace. I posted a picture on my Instagram stories if you really want to go see it. But the cream knit tank top, it was an evil eye necklace. I was wearing this button-up t-shirt that had blue flowers on it, and it was like a navy blue with different blues in it. And then I wore a denim short with a belt, and I got to wear these New Balances that I've had for a couple of years, but I never wear because they don't really match a lot of my outfits. And it was like, these New Balances are like a dark navy blue with like a camel brown and it has a white end on them. It went with my outfit really well. But the kicker is I wore a bag today, and I can tell that that is why this woman acted the way she did. Just wait for it. This is an example of you bring out the worst in people, and it's also a time for healing. This story. I was wearing this bag that is like handmade, woven, and it has the colors of an evil eye. It's not actually an evil eye bag, but it has the same blue, white color pattern that the evil eye does. And I just felt like it went with my outfit really well, and I've been liking wearing bags lately, so I wore this bag. I went to Target, and when I was checking out, the male cashier was very kind to me, and he just told me to have a good day, and I was like, you too. And as I'm going to walk away, there was this woman who was definitely older than me, a couple generations older than me. I don't want to be disrespectful, although her comment was disrespectful, but I'm not here to match energy. I'm not here to get low. I just want you to know that she was a couple generations older than me. I could tell by her voice. I didn't actually acknowledge this woman or give her any of my energy, but I could hear her through my headphones as I was walking away, and she said, I need a drink of water. Give me a second, I need a drink of water. Thank you for waiting. I know that's so annoying, but she said, you're not very manly, are you? Geez, where's the market for men these days? And I just smiled and pretended that I didn't hear her and walked away. I don't think she thought I heard her because I had my headphones in, but I was not going to give her the time of day. I was not going to give her my energy. And honestly, it just made me feel more empowered because I know how to transmute people's hatred. And I know that it's coming from a place of insecurity where she doesn't feel safe. And she has never felt safe to express herself. And she also probably doesn't have a fashion sense or a sense of style, but that's not my problem. And she tried to make it my problem by projecting onto me, and I just wasn't having it. I don't know what she looks like. I did not acknowledge her. I did not turn around. And that is an example of my growth because it didn't affect me. But it's also an example of you bringing out the worst in people. But I think it's also bringing out the best in her, because I think she's going to reflect on that later tonight and be like, why was I so hateful for no reason? Why did I say that? What within me was triggered by this man looking the way that he did? It had nothing to do with me and everything to do with how she talks to herself and how she doesn't feel safe in her own life and how she's not experiencing male validation. She really just wants to be loved by a man. But that's not my problem either. So, yeah, that's just an example. I needed to tell you guys that story. Anyway, it's a time for healing. Obviously, we are healing. We're healing. Some of you have been cracked wide open, and we're cracking others wide open so the light can get in. There's going to be some crying. There probably already has been some crying, but it's good for you. All right, let's get into the tarot now. Let's get into the tarot. I got this deck. It's newer, but it's not new to me. It's just newer in I've only had it for a few weeks. It's the Rider Tarot deck. I had this one a long time ago, but I lost a couple of the cards, so I ended up decluttering this deck. But I saw my friend Mona the Raven here on TikTok using this deck a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh my god, I missed that deck. I've been trying to find that deck for such a long time. Thank you, Nani. Thank you to everybody who's been sending gifts, by the way. But I love this deck. It has the blue and black cross pattern, and it fits in my hands really well, and it rainbow shuffles amazingly. I like the quality of the cards here, and it's so simple, and sometimes simpler is better. And I also really recommend this one as like a first time tarot deck. So I was just really happy that I found this. It's the Rider Tarot deck, the yellow one. You can find it on Amazon. All right. So let's see what's going on here for the collective. What messages does collective need to hear? Love to see you too, Vicky. What messages does the collective need to hear? I'm sorry. I have a Virgo channel on YouTube and I just did a Virgo reading, but you could be a Virgo. That might not have been a slip. Spirit, angels, ancestors come through for the collective. What messages are of our highest good? I'm getting reset. There's some sort of reset happening, or you're being guided to reset, recharge, recalibrate. I'm hearing not now. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. That's what I'm getting. I'm seeing the Page of Swords, and I'm seeing the Two of Wands. And so it's like, you're just meant to be observing. Collectively, we're just meant to be observing, and then I accidentally flipped this into the upright. That's a message. You're just meant to be observing. It's not time yet. It's not time to make a decision yet. That's probably why you don't have the answer. That's probably why you don't know what the decision is, because it's not time yet. You're just meant to be observing, watching, absorbing, soaking it all in. The Page of Swords is somebody who watches, somebody who is learning new information. So it feels like there is some sort of new information that's trying to be presented to this collective, and it's going to help us make a decision in the near future. But right now, you don't need to make a decision because you don't have the information yet. Okay. But in the near future, you will have the information that you need to make a decision. For some of you, this is about a relationship. It's very clearly giving me a feeling of, should I stay or should I go? Should I hold on to this or should I separate from this? You'll know in 2 days. Give it 48 hours. I know, but you're not going to listen to me. So I'm going to let you figure it out on your own. I'm going to let the universe present the information to you so that you know which path to go. I'm going to give you a suggestion or a recommendation, though. Flip a coin. In the air, while that coin is flipped, you'll know what the decision is. Flip a coin, because if you flip the coin and you're like, well, if it's this or it's this, heads is this, tails is this, while it's in the air, you'll feel that pull in you that's like the right answer or the one that you want, right? That'll make sense to somebody. That's my recommendation. But in the next 40 hours, there's going to be some sort of information presented here that's going to help this collective make an important decision or a decision that they've been trying to make for a while. Tell me more. Yep. The World card and the Queen of Cups. It's the end, but it's also the beginning. I feel like somebody's trying to tell you something without actually telling you it. The Knight of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so there's two messages coming through here. When you do get this information that helps you make a decision, it feels like you're putting an end to something, or it feels like it's completing some sort of cycle, or some sort of lesson will have been integrated or learned. With this information, you make the decision, lesson learned. Boom, now we're in a new timeline, a new vibration with love, with friendship, with compassion, with emotional maturity. So it feels like for some of you, there is some sort of relationship here that could be a friendship, a sibling, a parent, or something romantic. There's some sort of information that's being presented to you or has been presented to you. It's closing things up between you and this person, which is also going to help you call in love. When I say love, though, I don't just mean romantic love. Although for some of you, there is somebody here who's trying to tell you something romantically that they're just not coming out and saying. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This water sign wants to tell you how they feel, but they're holding back. We've been dealing with that for like a month now. I don't really care anymore, if I'm being honest. Yeah, but it does feel like there is somebody here who is withholding information because they're waiting for the right time, or they're waiting for some sort of sign here. Well, that sign is coming in the next 48 hours. That information is coming in the next 48 hours. I normally don't read time frames from the tarot deck, but that's what Spirit is saying to me. I'm really also trying to get away from doing time frames because it's not going to resonate that way for everybody. For some of you, this is not going to happen in 48 hours, but it's still going to happen because I'm reading a forecast of an energy. I'm reading the energy you're in right now, where some of you are like, do I wait for this? I don't have enough information. How do I make a decision if I don't know how? What am I supposed to do? You're literally just supposed to be observing. You're literally just supposed to be anticipating and expecting the truth, the clarity, the information. Once it comes in, then you can make the decision. But the time frame on that is going to be 48 hours for some of you, and for others of you, it's going to be a different time frame. Either way, it sets you free. Either way, it sets you free. Whether this is something that you end up reconnecting or you end up disconnecting, it sets you free. It sets both of you free. It feels like some of you, the universe, God, the creator, source, whatever you believe in, is trying to upgrade you, trying to elevate your life. But some people can't come with you. And some of these people who can't come with you are people who you love and care about. But they are not a vibrational match to you any longer, or to this upgrade, because they haven't done the healing. It all circles back to healing. Learning your lessons, integrating the life lessons. You have been doing your best to heal, and trying is succeeding. However, some people thought that they didn't have to heal, or they didn't have to reflect, or they didn't have to learn the lesson, and that they would just get to pass go and collect their $200 scot-free. But that's not how this works. So some of you have done your healing, and this is why there is some sort of like blessing coming into your life. But this is also why some of you are no longer a vibrational match to certain people who you care about and love, because you've done the healing and they have not. And you can't heal them for them. I know it's tough. It's a hard pill to swallow for some of you who are empaths, who are nurturers, who are caregivers. For some of you, this could be your own children. This could be your own parents. This could be a romantic partnership who's just not elevating with you, who's just not willing to grow and ascend with you. They're comfortable in their misery, but you're not, and you haven't been. So you've been healing and you've been ascending and elevating and growing, and they haven't. So they don't get to come with you into this new world. And the sooner you accept that is the sooner this reality shift happens. I told you we were not playing today. Spirit said we have truth to tell. I do want to look into your finances for some reason. Some of you might have been spending a lot more recently. It's the holidays. I'm hearing it's the freaking weekend, baby, you're about to have me some fun. Literally, all the money you spend is coming back to you multiplied. Don't stress. You spent a bunch of money over the past 3 weeks. So what? It'll all come back to you. You're wealthy, you're abundant, you're prosperous. Claim it, affirm it, speak it into existence. But it does feel like some of you, maybe you've been spending more money or maybe you've been losing money. Let's talk about where it's going. I'm getting really good at identifying the current energy and then building a forecast off of it, which is what I feel like tarot actually is, because we don't really read the future. We pick up on a current energy, which is how you'll know if a reading resonates with you or not. If the first current energy, the present energy resonates with you, listen to the reading. If it doesn't resonate with you in a past, present, or future way, click off, go watch something else. Don't force the reading to fit ever. But what I'm learning is that we don't really read the future. We pick up on the current energy and we forecast what the current energy could be based on what I'm picking up on. So yeah, some of you are like, the tarot readings aren't coming true. Why are they not coming true, Chan? And I'll tell you, it's because the tarot reading is not predicting the future. The tarot reading is predicting the current energy. It's whatever you are doing after the reading that is changing the energy. Because some of you are getting a reading and then it's not manifesting, and it's like, okay, well, what did you do after that reading? Did you go neglect yourself? Did you go talk badly to yourself? Did you go do this? Did you go do that? Or did you remain in the current energy? Did you follow the forecast? Right? I can't come into your life and be like, this is the tarot reading, we're gonna make it happen for you. I can't do that. I just pick up on the current energy and read a forecast. Anybody who is telling you that they're predicting the future for you is selling you something. And I'm not here to sell you anything. I think that's also triggering to some people. I know I trigger people, but I feel like some of you are also triggering other people because you're not trying to sell anything. And I don't just mean that in like a product or a service or like a money exchange. You're not trying to sell a fake image of yourself either. You're not trying to sell a facade. I hope that that makes sense. I don't know if I'm able to articulate it the way that I'm channeling it, but you are not trying to sell fake or phony. You're selling authenticity. You're selling organic, natural. I am who I am, accept me as I am or don't, period. Oh, I love this energy. I'm telling you, this is a big energy shift in this collective. And if you aren't feeling this now, I do feel like you're going to feel it very soon. I literally channeled overnight energy shift for this collective. If you're here, there's something changing quickly, rapidly. Some really big, like overnight shift in your energy. You wake up feeling brand new. Okay, tell me about this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This collective feels like they're spending money, they're losing money, they're not making as much money. There's might be some financial stress here. Okay, but all the money you spend comes back to you multiplied. Don't worry about it. I'm literally hearing from your guides, don't worry about it. You had the money at that time to spend it, right? The universe, your guides are saying, we gave you that money to spend it. Don't worry about how it comes back to you or when it comes back to you. Trust and believe that it's coming back to you multiplied. I don't even need the cards. Go ahead, Spirit. What's the next card, please? Do any of you like Thames? Thames Supremacy. I have been really enjoying Thames for most of 2024, but especially recently. I love Thames. And I just rediscovered the song Wickedest last night, and it feels like that's the energy. Go listen to that song, Wickedest by Thames. Eat it up, okay? Thank me later. Anyway, what's coming up next for you is the Three of Pentacles. Thames is an artist, T-E-M-S. You spelled it correctly, so intuitively maybe you do know who Thames is, but look her up. Thames music, incredible. Three of Pentacles is what's coming up next, and the Ten of Wands. There's a new job opportunity being presented to this collective, some sort of new collaboration, some sort of idea to make money. I'm getting something about compound interest. So some of you might work in the stocks, or you might be learning how to invest, or there's some sort of like information coming in here about how to compound interest, how to raise your stocks, how to raise your value. I feel like energetically you're doing this, but it's going to materialize. So you're energetically rediscovering your worth and your value, And that is going to translate externally into the physical world, which is going to bring you more money. When you know your worth, the universe does too. When you don't know your worth, your finances might struggle. When you are seeing your worth and being yourself authentically, you probably do see a dip in finances. But when you're embodying your authentic self, when you're feeling good about yourself, when you feel good in your skin, when you know your value, when you know your worth, the money just keeps coming in. It's an energetic thing is what I'm picking up on here. And other people might have called you crazy, but they're still the same that they were last year. Some of these people have been the same person for 3 years or longer. And you're over here growing and upgrading and elevating, and instead of taking notes, they're projecting jealousy. Let it go. Let it go. I'm just channeling that there's some bitter, angry people here who are working the same job that they've been working for year after year after year, and they're making the same money that they've been making for year after year after year, and they're projecting as if it's my fault or as if it's your fault. It's not. I didn't make you work there. I don't make you get up every single day and go to that job. You do. You choose that. In 2024, I'm really leaving behind stank energy, low vibrational, scarcity mindset, negative stank energy. If you've got it, you're getting blocked. If you got it, I'm cutting ties. I'm leaving that behind in 2024. I don't want it around me. I support you from a distance and I love you from a distance because I understand that scarcity mindset and lack mindset is something that sometimes we're conditioned to believe. And sometimes we grew up in a impoverished, is that the word? We grew up in a poverty mindset with our family, with our friends, with our community, but like, I can love you from a distance. I don't need to be in your life helping you fix that problem. And that's also something that this Time to Heal card has been saying, is that you can heal people from a distance. You can still be a healer from a distance. You don't always have to be like in someone's life, helping them, giving them the answer, supporting them in a physical way. You can step back, love them from a distance, and let them heal on their own, and that is still healing. Back to you, though. I think that that's a message that needs to come through because some of you are about to experience more money, and this is going to bring a lot of eyes and a lot of people who make decisions about you based on the money that you have. They're going to see you looking rich, see you looking luxurious, see you with what they perceive to be as wealth, and they're going to make a decision about you quickly. It's almost like on first meeting you, they make a decision based on how much money they think you have or how much money they think you make, and some people are going to really like you, some people are not going to like you. Welcome to life. Welcome to the real world. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Let's talk about you. I feel like somebody wants to work with you or somebody wants to collaborate with you. This could be on social media or this could be like a company or some sort of organization, but it does feel like there's more money coming this collective's way, which is why you don't need to worry about the past 3 weeks. Whatever money you spent it. Like I said, you had it for a reason. Yeah. It's gone. Let it go. The Hermit is like a ghost energy. So that money, that vibration of money that you spent is now a ghost. It's now in the past. It no longer exists. In the present, what's manifesting for you is more money, new job opportunities, new ideas to make money. Now we're seeing the 10 of Wands in the reverse. I also feel like it's easier. Making money is getting easier for you. It's going to. It also feels like the more that you live a life of ease, the more money that you make. This collective feels like money is supposed to come to you easily and effortlessly. Use that as an affirmation. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. All the money I spend comes back to me multiplied because I said so. Because I am the creator of my reality, right? Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Affirm it. Go ahead, write it in the chat. But it feels like what's coming up for you financially is an easier time making money. I feel like the reason that you spent so much money over the past 3 weeks for some of you is because You are manifesting a future for yourself. Future you spends without worry. Future you spends because you have it to spend. So it feels like the past 3 weeks, you were just manifesting for a future version of yourself. Spending is going to be easy for you because you're going to have it to spend easily and effortlessly without thought, without having to check your bank account. The Ten of Wands in the reverse just gives me this feeling of ease. Like there's no pressure when it comes to your money. No pressure. This could be some sort of inheritance, or there could be something about like an ancestor who's like passing down wealth to you. And I'm getting that for some of you, the information is the wealth that you're going to create and manifest money with in the physical world. This is very spiritual for some of you. This is very like esoteric for some of you. Some people aren't going to get it. Some of you are going to get a brilliant idea to make money from an ancestor, from like a channel download, maybe even in your sleep. And then you're going to be asked to materialize that, to build the blueprint, to create the wealth. Some of you already have gotten this information, but for some of you, the information is coming in the next 48 hours. From an ancestor, from a passed on loved one who's like, I want to pass this wealth down to you. And for some of you, it is information because knowledge is wealth. Health is wealth. It also feels like this collective is going to be teaching people what true wealth is about. Wealth is not how much money you make. Wealth is how you feel on the inside. Wealth is your vibration. Wealth is your frequency. Your knowledge is wealth. I'm hearing lifestyle of the rich and famous. I feel like you're going to be exposing, this collective is really giving me people who expose the truth, people who illuminate the truth. You bring out the worst in people, I know, but you also bring out the best in people. You're healing. This is healing work. You're illuminating the truth about wealth and the truth about the lifestyle of the rich and famous, which is going to help so many people. Yeah, the Four of Wands. This is something to celebrate. You're going to get to celebrate being wealthy and celebrate sharing wealth generationally and with your community and with people around you. I see some of you, this feels like a 2025 message, this ending. Some of you are going to be making more money, and some of you are going to be able to buy the house or to buy the car or to buy luxury designer items. You're going to have that money that's coming in for you. I don't know when, but it does feel like that's like 2025. Like by the end of 2025, you're going to be in that location that you've always wanted to live in. Your vision board is going to have manifested. You're going to have the car, have the luxury designer items, have the body that you want to. I'm talking everything earthly. You're going to have it all and then some. And for some of you, it starts in the next 48 hours. Whatever this information is that you get that helps you make some sort of decision. For some of you, it's going to be leaving behind someone or someone's, because disconnecting and detaching from some of these relationships is actually going to put you into alignment with your wealth. But like I said, some of these people don't get to come with you because they didn't do the healing. And for some of you, you've been feeling like your finances is blocked. It's not blocked, it's delayed because you're keeping yourself around energies and people and in environments that you care about and you love. And I get it. It's tough, it's hard to detach, but the detachment is going to put you into alignment to your wealth, to your health, to your luxury, to your abundance, right? Okay, I feel good. I feel done with that. Spirit had a lot to say. Spirit is very passionate about you. Your guides love you. Your angels loved you, love you. Your passed on loved ones love you too. Some of you, I am channeling, there's like a mother here who maybe you didn't get to say goodbye to, or you didn't get to say I love you to, or maybe you guys didn't say I love you enough. That's something that's coming through. She's saying that. Yeah. I'm seeing the letter M, and I'm seeing the number 3, and I'm seeing an E and a W. Okay. And this energy that I'm channeling, she's telling me that she didn't tell you she loved you enough. She loves you. She wants you to know that you are loved. Okay. Some of you are not going to believe me, and that's okay. I'm not in the business of being believed. I'm in the business of doing what I'm supposed to, being obedient. All right. Yeah. Some of you want to know about new love too. How long have I been live? How long have I been live? I feel like I have so much energy, but I also have a bunch of things to get through, guys. Like I have so much to get through. I have time. I have time. There's always time. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hi, Find Kate. Blessings to you too. Hi, Andy. Hi, Lori. Thank you, Crystal. Aw, she knows. Margaret. Crystal Kelly music. Okay, we'll do a new love reading. Thank you, Trina. You need me on the FYP again. Engage with the content. Don't forget to the like button. Don't forget to comment when you see my stuff. Share it if you can. That'll help me get me on the FYP. Tapping the screen on the lives also helps me get on the FYP. But I will be more consistent. I just needed that 3-week break because I was traveling. You'll see me again. I love you, Haley. I really want to talk to you guys about something that was discouraging, but I don't really want to bring like negative low vibe energy into the read since we're about to tap into new love, and this new love energy that I'm channeling is not low vibe or negative. So we'll talk about it at the end if I remember. But there's something that discouraged me about TikTok recently, and I don't know if I want to talk about it yet or not. We'll see. Okay, we're going to talk about new love. The first card I'm getting is the 9 of Swords. This is the current energy that some of you are viewing new love as. So we're single, right? Or, yeah, we're single. If you're not married, you're single. That's something that I'm learning too, because you can be in a relationship with somebody, but if the actions aren't matching the words, you're single. A lot of masculine energies, no shade, a lot of men in masculine energies don't really view girlfriend, boyfriend as that serious. So why should you? You're still single until you're married. Anyway, new love is manifesting for this collective, and some of you are worried about it. Some of you are worried that it's not manifesting. First and foremost, that was the first collective I picked up on. You're worried that you're going to be single forever, which is not the truth. Okay? It's not true. You're not going to be single forever. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long you've been single. Your mindset can literally shift this for you in 24 hours. Your mindset can go from I'm going to be single forever to of course I'm going to be with my person. And that simple mindset shift can actually put you into alignment to this new love. It's so simple for some of you. Try to keep it simple, okay? The more that you overthink and the more that you overanalyze and the more that you try to figure it out, the harder it gets, right? Because you're overcomplicating it. Try to keep it simple. So I had this thought, right? And this thought I had is I'm going to be single forever. Do I want that? Does the highest version of myself align with that sentence? No. So what does the highest version of myself align to? I'm worthy and deserving of my person. I'm worthy and deserving of real, unconditional, true love. That simple mindset shift puts you into alignment to it. Anyway, some of you are worried about new love. I get it. Let's find out a little bit more. Some of you might have recently met somebody new and you're already stressing yourself out about it. You're already like, what is this? What is it supposed to be? What does it mean? What's going on? Keep it simple, babe. Don't overcomplicate. You are impressive. They're impressed by you. It is their job to impress you now. Okay? Okay. Earlier today, I had that mindset shift too. I was walking down the street feeling good about myself, and there was this sexy man who was dressed well, and I just like looked him up and down, and I was like, yeah. And I just kept walking. He looked at me, I looked at him, but I just kept walking because I'm like, well, I'm not going to chase, first of all. And secondly, it felt like I was like vetting him in a way. And I'm like, don't don't they vet us constantly? Aren't they constantly trying to feel out whether we're good enough or not? And then don't they ghost us when they've made up their mind about these weird ass tests that we didn't even know they were testing us on? I think they do. So I can also vet them too. And I was like, okay, he was dressed nice. And that is apparently something I'm looking for. I want a man who takes care of himself. I want a man who dresses well. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Anyway, some of you, that's the energy you're being guided to adapt and adjust into. Instead of being worried about whether they like you or not, worry about whether you like them or not. Worry about whether they're impressive to you or not. Okay, let's keep going. I like 2025 for your love life, though. It's giving baddie. I'm also hearing slim thick. Natalie Nunn. Somebody's name could be Natalie, or that sound by Natalie Nunn could be significant. How does it go? Slim thick. No tummy. How does it go? Somebody tell me how it goes. Anyway, I feel like you're going to be slim thick, you're gonna have the slim tummy, the fat ass if that's what you want. You're just gonna feel good in your skin is essentially what's coming through. That sounds good, all of your FYP. Poetic Justice, this is for you. New love is manifesting. Okay. Baddies. You get it. Those of you who get it, and the girls who don't. And that's okay, I accept you as you are. Let's keep going. Yeah, what the Two of Cups. Okay, so some of you are worried about if somebody likes you back. The answer is yes. It feels like there's some sort of new connection that is manifesting or that has manifested, and you're over here like, do they like me? Do they not like me? What's going on? I'm freaking out. Two of Cups is mutual feelings. You're gonna discover this in a little bit. This is near future. So like I said earlier, I'm reading the current energy and then I'm giving you the forecast. So the current energy is some sort of anxiety, some sort of stress. Maybe some of you aren't sleeping well either, and some of you are having these intrusive thoughts about love. Okay. We're having a simple mindset shift. We talked about this, and there's new love manifesting for you with real feelings, mutual feelings. So if you are connected to somebody who is newer and you're getting to know each other, there's going to be more dates. Give it a little bit more time. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. This person does like you. But I also feel like this person could be testing you in a way. But I also think that you are testing them subconsciously, whether you're doing it actively or subconsciously. I do feel like both of you are kind of testing each other because you've been through so much hurt. I like this. Like, you've experienced what it feels like to be in bad relationships. You've experienced unhealthy patterns when it comes to relationships. You subconsciously, your shadow self is trying to make sure that this new person is safe for you, whether you've met them or not. And I also feel like this person is doing the same thing, but they might do it in a way that's different than you. I'm getting this connection of like an anxious attachment style and an avoidant attachment style, and they're meant to come together to help each other heal, but it's confusing because one person is so used to being in the anxious attachment style where they need reassurance and they're constantly seeking reassurance and validation from their partner. But when somebody is exhibiting anxious attachment style and they connect with somebody who is avoidant, you're not going to get that validation because somebody who is an avoidant is going to distance themselves whenever they're feeling some type of way or whenever they're experiencing intrusive thoughts. They're going to want to be by themselves to heal on their own and to also not project what they're thinking and feeling onto you. But the anxious attachment person's like, why aren't you talking to me? How do you feel about me? What's going on? Okay, 2025 is going to bring together the anxious and the avoidant, and we're going to heal together. Beautiful. It's making perfect sense to me. Let's keep going. So the anxious person feels like the person I'm reading for. The avoidant person feels like the person who's not showing up in the reading. Okay. Those of you who are anxious about this, they do like you. It feels like they're testing you though, which you're also doing to them. So it's fair, okay? Give it a little bit more time. The Two of Cups is here. This is a real partnership. There is a soul connection for some of you. I know that some of you are questioning that. Some of you are questioning on whether this is a soul connection. Why do you think you feel so intensely about it? Or if this is in the future, you're going to feel pretty like intensely about it. You're going to be questioning it, wondering about it, maybe even going onto the internet to look for tarot readings. And like, why are you doing that? Because you want validation, you want confirmation, especially if you're an anxious person. And you don't even have to have anxiety. You could just be somebody who thinks a lot, overthinks a lot, wonders a lot, questions a lot. Me too, dude. I get it. But yeah, the anxious person is getting this reading, or the anxious person is getting this message that the other person does like you back. Just give it time. Okay, let's see what's coming next. I'm getting motivation by Normani. And we're seeing King of Swords. This person doesn't say shit. This person keeps their emotions close to their chest, probably because they've been hurt in the past. Yeah. So it feels like the masculine here is the avoidant one. Whoever this collective is, whatever I'm reading for, the masculine, the King of Swords, is the avoidant one. And I can tell you why. It's because of their past relationships. It's because of what they've seen externally when it comes to relationships. It also feels like they've dealt with like clingy people, which is why they're trying to like figure it out on their own, if they like you or not, and if they like this relationship or not. But some of you are also trying to figure that out for yourself. You're just doing it in a different way. Both of you are doing the same thing, just in different ways. Anyway, the King of Swords, this could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. The new person could be an air sign or will be. The signs don't really matter, but I'm saying that. I'm also getting that some of you might have a butterfly or a moth tattoo, or you might be thinking about getting it, or this person does. That's a specific sign for some of you. Butterflies and moths. But it's specifically something about a tattoo. This person keeps their cards close. This person does not reveal how they feel until they are sure about how they feel. Masculine doesn't mean man, by the way. I feel like I need to say that for somebody. I read tarot. I'm not reading genders. So the masculine person could be a woman, or it could be somebody who is non-binary or non-identifying. But the masculine energy in this collective, the person who is the one who pursues and takes action and protects and provides, this person is keeping their cards close. But I can tell you that they feel the same way about you. This person doesn't like stress or anxiety. So anytime that they feel stressed or anxious, they avoid. And then they have this like cold exterior. It feels like this person is very like, has a wall up. I don't know how to explain it, but to you, you might think that they're just not interested in you, or that they're happy without you, or that they want something other than a relationship to you, but that's not it at all. It's just that they're having the same thoughts that you are having. They are also overthinking and feeling stressed and anxious, but they avoid, whereas you overdo it. Which is why you're supposed to come together to find the harmony and bliss in the middle. Because both of you are on two extremes right now. Whoever this is, you're on two extremes. And so the point of this connection is to come together, to heal and grow together. Okay. Let's get another card for you. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's not moving fast enough for you. 222. I saw 222 in the chat when I said that. Some of you are anxious because it's not moving fast enough for you. But time doesn't exist. What isn't moving fast enough? If you had it the way that you wanted it in your mind, would it change anything really right now? No. The Knight of Pentacles, this is telling me that this isn't moving at all. And some of you are stressed because there isn't any movement yet. Let me say that, yet. And you're like, it's not happening fast enough. This person isn't committing to me fast enough. This person isn't telling me they like me fast enough. It's not happening fast enough. So I'm anxious. Okay, it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. That's all I can tell you. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Try to stop stressing yourself out and try to stop overcomplicating and overthinking it. I'm telling you that the energy between the two of you is mutual, that this person likes you too. This person cares about you as well. I'm also getting Cancer and Scorpio. That could be your sign or the person's sign that you're connecting to in the near future or have already connected to. Let's clarify their energy. King of Swords. What are they not telling you? The High Priestess. So some of you are witchy. Some of you are high priestesses, some of you read tarot cards, you're spiritual, you're different, you're weird, you're eccentric. I love it. These are not negative qualities. These are very positive, high value qualities in my opinion. But I think that you are different from this person's norm. You might also relate to that too. This person could be different than your norm or your usual type. But I'm getting that like opposites attract. So that's something that they're not telling you. They're keeping a lot within. And I also think that they're intimidated by your spiritual self. They're intimidated by your energy and your aura. I think it's because subconsciously, intuitively, they recognize a soul connection to you, but they don't understand it yet, so they need space and time to make sense of it. This King of Swords feels like somebody who like needs it all like in a row. They need it all to make sense. They need all of it like lined out and mapped out and planned out for them. Very scientific versus you are very like spiritual and energetic, right? But there's a reason the two of you are supposed to connect. Earlier today, I pulled this card from my Moonology deck, and it says balance, spirituality, and practicality. And it feels like you're the spiritual one, and they're the practical one, but both of you are too extreme. Yeah. So you're supposed to come together to find the balance in spirituality and practicality. Yep, there it is. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Some of you might have a lot of water placements in your chart. You're giving me this feeling of very watery. And this person might have a lot of air in their chart where they're very analytical, very by the book. If it doesn't make sense to them, they need to take space and time to figure out why it doesn't make sense to them. To you, though, if it doesn't make sense to you, you're like, okay, it will make sense. Or for some of you, you're so cool, it's like it doesn't make sense. And you're like, but it does make sense. Maybe it not making sense is the sense that it was supposed to make. If you're on that wavelength, you're going to get what I just said. But I feel like this person is keeping something from you. They're not telling you something. And I think that it's because you're different. Not in a bad way, in a really good way. But they like don't know how to handle that. They don't know what to do with that. Baddies. Oh. This person has never been with a baddie before. They've been with a fake baddie before. No shade. No shade. But you all know what I'm talking about. The people who are trying to sell an image. The people who are trying to sell this version of themselves that's a facade. You know what I'm talking about. The people who pretend that they're like a baddie, but they're not, because you can read them for filth energetically and you're like, that's not giving baddie energy. That's giving lack mentality. It's giving scarcity mindset. No shade. Let me just say that, no shade. But I feel like some of you judge me, so if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. This is an energy exchange, baby. Anyway, this person has never been with a baddie before, and you are a baddie. Whether you think you are right now or not, you are a baddie. You're listening to me, you're a baddie. Spiritually, you're a spiritual baddie. Your energy is giving baddie. And this person's never been with someone like you before. That's different. They don't know what to do with it. I want one more card on what they're not telling you. Hierophant. Wow. High Priestess in the Hierophant. This is a divine counterpart. So this person's not telling you that they feel compelled to commit to you. I channeled this a couple of months ago that you're already in a relationship with your person. Whether you're single or talking to this person or not, spiritually, you're already in a contract with this person. So you're not really single. You're already with your person, whether they're in the physical world with you or not. You're already with your person. And I'm getting that this person is avoiding anything with you right now, or is off in the distance right now, because they're learning that they have a spiritual contract to uphold. They have a contract, a soul contract with you, and you with them. I don't read for garbage, by the way. I think I also need to say that. I don't read for garbage. I don't read for toxicity. I don't read for low vibes. So this is not anything toxic or low vibrational. This is high vibrational, high vibrational. And I think that this person is also intimidated by that. They're like, I've never experienced something like this before, something so high vibrational, something so spiritual, but it just makes sense. Like, I'm getting red thread, red string theory. Who's been studying that? Who's been looking that up? I'm literally channeling red string theory. This person could be looking things up when it comes to spiritual contracts, soul contracts, red string theory. I just saw the Red Rock Canyon. Colorado could be significant, but it feels like this person could be doing some sort of research in the avoidance. So they're avoiding you, but they're always thinking about you and this connection to you. I want to get one more for you. I forgot to get another one for you. But I am getting that this person's figuring it out, that they have some sort of spiritual contract with you. You're the high priestess, this person's the Hierophant. Or vice versa. Take it how it resonates, right? Which is a divine counterpart, a divine pair. Of course this person's never experienced that before. You haven't either. How could you experience this relationship with your divine counterpart, with anybody else? You can't. You couldn't. So of course this is different. Of course this is like intimidating. And of course you're anxious about it. And of course this person's avoiding it. Hold on, I need to do the puzzle piece thing. TikTok needs to make sure that I'm still here and I'm still a real person. Thank you. I just heard quit playing games with my heart. Quit playing games with my heart. Someone could be born in the 1980s, or there could be something about 80s music or 80s style that's being revitalized here. Interesting. I'm also seeing cow print in like Western attire, like cow print boots, leather. That could be significant. Okay, I want to find out about you now. Back to you. Give me one more card on collective. Two of Pentacles. Will they, won't they? Should I stay or should I go? Okay, so for some of you, like I said, you're going to get the information within the next 48 hours on what to do about this connection. For some of you, the information is in this reading. You already got the information. Listen to it. Heed the call. Don't do anything. Some of you are really like, should I reach out? Should I explain this to them? Should I do this? Should I do that? No, don't do anything. Know your worth. Chill where you're at. Don't do anything. But I also think that you might be picking up on them feeling like this pull to you. And you're like, okay, well, I want to meet you halfway. But you can't right now. You will in the near future, but you can't right now. That's just what it feels like. It's not the right time yet. Something is not the right time yet. That was something we challenged earlier too. It's just not the right time yet for you to be in a relationship, or for you and this person to be in a committed relationship. If this is somebody new, or if this is somebody that you're already connected to who's newer, right? So you're over here like trying to juggle, but really you're trying to find balance. So that's what's going on. You are trying to create balance between your own spiritual self and your own physical self, which is going to bring it into this connection as well. Hopefully that makes sense. You lead the way energetically. Some of you are waiting for this person to take the lead. Again, it's a simple mindset shift. I'm happy we're here to do it. I'm happy to provide different perspectives, because it feels like this simple mindset shift of like, I need this person to come in to lead, to create. What if you do it energetically? Some of you don't know how to do it. The information will come to you in the next 48 hours. The information will come to you, but some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to create balance and peace within yourself, which is going to create balance and peace within this relationship. And then this person's going to feel energetically like it is safe to take the lead, like it is safe to initiate, right? 10 of Cups, this is the outcome. I love tarot. I love spirit. I love God. I love myself. I love this collective. I am so happy for you. Whoever's going to get to experience this, this is going to be So beautiful. Wow, I'm not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there, but I am seeing a wedding. I'm seeing marriage. I'm seeing like an actual physical wedding. Okay, in the next 10 months, possibly for some of you. Okay, but let's dial it back. Let's dial it back. Because, like I said, if you are not married, you're still single. I don't care. You could be with that person for 5 years. Why haven't they committed yet? Are they waiting for somebody else? Are they keeping you as a placeholder? Not my business, not my life. Just a suggestion, just a thought. Anyway, the overall outcome from this is you guys being together happily. I'm hearing we are the world. We are the children. Wow. I don't know what else to say, but I know that this is going to have a really happy, really positive, better than you can expect or imagine currently outcome. The outcome's going to be better than you can currently imagine or expect. Some of you, this is your first time seeing me. Thank you, shaman. There's no coincidences. This is the first time you're seeing me for a reason. So for some of you, you're currently in this connection. It just started. This is where it's going to end up, according to the forecast that I'm picking up on. For some of you, this is a new connection that's coming in who is going to be your divine counterpart, who you do end up creating the family with, you do end up getting married to. But right now, you don't need to stress or worry about it. You're just being guided to find balance between your spiritual self and your practical self, because that's going to energetically open up the space for them to come in. But if you're over here stressing out and freaking out and overthinking and wondering and worrying, it's repelling them because it's not creating alignment. It's not creating a safe space for them to come into. You know what I mean? This person feels like somebody who needs that energetic safety. Maybe because they haven't experienced that. I do feel like some of you, this person might have like childhood wounds that come from their parent, and you might find that out about them in the near future. It feels like they might have some sort of like parental wounding here where they haven't always felt safe to express themselves in relationships, which is why they go avoidant, why they avoid feelings. But you have them feeling things energetically, and they can't quite figure out how or why, because in any other connection they'd be able to avoid and not feel the feelings. But with you, it's spiritual. I'm telling you, some of you have this person looking up the red string theory. You have this person looking up spiritual soul contracts. They've never done that with anybody else. They couldn't have done that with anybody else because they didn't have the spiritual soul contract to them. This is a very high vibrational thing. This is very high vibe. I love it. I'm happy for you. Okay, I'm very happy for you. Wow, some of you are going to move with this person or move in with this person this year. I'm seeing things moving kind of quickly. And when I say quickly, I mean like 8 to 10 months, which may not be quick to some and it may be quick to others, but just remember that other people's judgment on this has nothing to do with the love that is between the two of you. Let people talk, let people project, let them live in their own misery. You focus on how you feel and what feels right to you. Listen to your intuition always with this person and with the situation, because there's going to be some times where I do feel like you guys are going to swap attachment styles, which is going to actually help you heal the attachment style within yourself and within each other. So I do feel like for some of you, you might experience a more clingy side from this person in the near future, and that's going to make you want to avoid, because you're like, why is this person being possessive? Why is this person being clingy? I'm feeling some type of way. I'm working through this. I want some space from this person. And they're going to be like, but I love you and I'm expressing these emotions to you and you're acting this way, which is going to mirror back to them how they've been avoiding feelings their entire life, and vice versa, right? This person is going to feel anxious at times about this connection and you're going to feel avoidant, and yeah, vice versa. But that's what actually helps the two of you heal and heal the relationships. And I also feel like this is a really good example of what real love is and what real love is supposed to be. So I do feel like in the future, you and this person are going to be looked up to, admired by younger generations, by older generations, by people online for some of you. I am still hearing lifestyle of the rich and famous, which is not for everybody, obviously. Take what resonates, but some of you and this person are going to build a lifestyle of being rich and famous, but it's going to be different than what we currently view or what society currently views as the lifestyle of the rich and famous. You're creating like a new world, a new paradigm. I don't know, I'm getting something about like Kanye. You know how some of these celebrities, they've literally created their own world. Like Kanye has Ye and everything that surrounds Ye and Yeezy. That's his own world that he's literally created. When you go to Kanye or you think about Kanye, you can put it into like perspective in his own world. That's what it feels like this connection is going to do. You guys are going to be in like your own world, a world of your own that you're creating, and then people are going to see it, be inspired by it, look at it, want it for themselves, so on and so forth. But yeah, you and this person could be moving, like moving locations together or moving in together in the next 8 to 10 months too. That's giving long term though for this connection. Anyway, that's it. That's what I have for you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me yap and read the cards for you. I'm happy to be back. I missed you guys a lot. I missed my Instagram collective a lot. I missed the YouTube collective a lot. I'm telling you, I've just been dealing with a lot of like hard feelings and relearning a lot of hard lessons the past 3.5 weeks. But I'm out. I'm out of that energy. You're all so welcome. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. You're welcome, Shaggy. I missed you, baby angel. Thank you, Jax. You're welcome, Charisse. I'm glad you missed me too. That feels really good. I did just film a haul video. I mentioned that at the beginning of this one, but I did film a haul video of like an after Christmas haul, the things that I got for myself, which is different for me. I kind of felt nervous doing that, but I just pushed through and got out of my comfort zone. So I'm going to go edit that. I will post that on my YouTube channel either tonight or tomorrow. So make sure you're subbed to the YouTube channel or make sure you're checking my Instagram stories for the YouTube link. I will be posting the haul video. And it's gonna be part 1 because I have more packages coming in and I wanna share them with you. I don't know. I'm trying to branch out and do different forms of content in 2025 so you don't just know me as the guy who reads cards, so that you can build an actual connection with me, which is something that I really want. I don't care about the numbers. I care more about the community and the soul tribe connection that I'm building and finding. The numbers are great, right? I mean, numerically, the values are great, but I care more about the community. So I'm really trying to find a way throughout 2025 to be a little bit less private and to really connect with this collective, but also keep my boundaries at the same time, because sometimes parasocial relationships can be really weird. Like, we don't actually know each other, but some of you might feel like you know me, or you will feel like you know me, but there still has to be that boundary of like, I'm just a guy who comes on the internet who shares his life with you. But I'm trying to build more of like a stronger connection to my community this year. And I hope that some of you are open to it, to getting to know me more and me getting to know you more, and us connecting on a deeper level. That's not just like, let me provide the service to you and that's all I'm good for. Because part of the hard lessons that I was relearning over the past 3.5 weeks was that I really just learned my role in some people's place. I learned my role and my place in some people's lives. And I also learned how little some people care about me. And this is something that I've been relearning for a long time. It comes and goes. I get stronger, I grow, I elevate, and then the universe brings back another lesson that's like, this person doesn't care about you as much as you thought. How are you going to handle this situation from a higher perspective, from an elevated level of consciousness that you now have? So I don't know. But over the past 3 weeks, I've been really seeing like my role in certain people's lives, and sometimes I'm seeing that my role in certain people's lives is really just to do things for them, give to them, read for them, channel divine source knowledge for them, and that's it. Which is cool, but I am distancing myself from those kinds of people. I accept them for who they are and where they're at in the journey, but I'm not here to just give and give and give and give and give. I have too much respect for myself and too much respect for the work that I do and the craft that I have been crafting for years to do that. But it was just kind of disappointing to understand and to receive that energy that some people only view me as somebody who they can take advantage of and use and get things from. And then my role in some people's lives, I learned that I really am not friends with some people, and some people are really not my friends, and some of my family members don't care about me the way that I care about them, and some people view me as just like an acquaintance when I thought maybe we had a friendship or a partnership. You know, I'm just learning my role in people's lives, and I'm learning their role in my life, which is none at that point. And so I've just been experiencing feelings that have been coming up when it comes to people not caring about me in the ways that I care for them and about them. And I've really had to manage my expectations when it comes to that. And I'm really having to create distance and detach from those people. As much as I love them and as much as I care for them, I can do that from a distance. And I can take that energy and give it to somebody else or give it to myself instead of essentially wasting it on somebody who isn't going to reciprocate it. Maybe we're just not a vibrational match. Maybe we're just not in alignment, and that's okay. I'm working on recalibrating to my own personal, authentic, individual self, and that will make me an energetic, vibrational match to what is for me. Some people aren't for me, and that's okay. Yep. Oh, girl. The wand dial, it's a lot to take in. I know. Thank you so much for seeing that and validating that, because I do take on a lot. And over the past 3.5 weeks, I just thought it was like normal. The things that I'm like relearning, the things that I'm integrating, the things that I'm healing, it's just normal for me because that's where I'm at in my journey. But I realized that it actually is a lot. It is a lot to like take on these feelings, to learn these lessons, to heal these things within ourselves. So thank you for validating that for me. I really needed that from you specifically, but from this collective. Thank you for hearing me and seeing me and understanding me. People are weird, Indigo, I know. I'm weird too. And like I'm okay with being weird, but some people are weird in a negative way, like in a different way. And it just comes from a lack of self-love, really. So I really just try to view them as the child that they are acting like, regardless of their age. And I try to view them as somebody who is hurting and somebody who is not in a good headspace. And that helps me a lot too, to realize that it's not about me, it's about them. And it's about how they talk to themselves and how they view themselves and their life. And it has nothing to do with me. Thank you, Brittany. You are loved and appreciated too. Tattoo said, and somebody who doesn't know for the better yet can't judge anyone for that. And that's something I've been really learning too, is that I have been judgmental. I didn't realize that I was being so judgmental, but I think it's also because I'm very critical and judgmental towards myself that I was just naturally judging others. But some people are not awake yet. Some people are still unconscious. Some people are still in the systems, in the conditioning, in the limitations. And that's okay. I am not there anymore. I am free from that. And that's why I try so hard to get other people to that point too. But like we learned in this reading, we can't heal people for them. We can't go into people's lives and like make them help themselves. They have to want to heal, want to do better, want to wake up, want to see a different perspective. And so I'm really just viewing it from that lens as like, they just don't know yet. They're just not awakened yet. They're still unconscious. They're still sleeping. Let them sleep. But I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I am channeling the story that I wanted to talk about feeling discouraged about TikTok. I might as well talk about it to just get it off my chest. The other day, I saw a comment in my notifications, and somebody had tagged me in a video, and the tag was very positive. The comment was very positive. I wish I knew who the person was who tagged me so I could shout them out and send them love, but energetically, I sent that person love. But the video that I clicked on was a video of somebody who their content primarily consists of taking tarot readers and deciding whether they're real or not. deciding whether they're fake or not. And I already don't like the premise of that because I wish that this person would create original content instead of taking other people and using them for their content. Although commentary content is very popular and gossip is very popular, drama is very popular, so I get it. I just don't like that it's not original content, but that's not my place. Anyway, this person wasn't talking about me. So again, it has nothing to do with me. This person was actually praising a tarot reader in the community, and I love that. I think that's so great. However, when I'm reading through the comments, a majority of the comments that have like tens of thousands of hearts are talking very highly about this creator, but in a way where it's like exclusive, in a way where it is like putting this person on a pedestal, and it almost felt like people are trying to pit tarot readers against each other. And this happens in every industry. So it's not just subjective to tarot reading and energy reading and oracle reading. It happens in every industry. Look at the Nicki Minaj Cardi B beef. People immediately, as soon as I said that, you're gonna be like, oh, Nicki, oh, Cardi, because people have their opinions about those two against each other. But why can they not be equal? Why can they not both exist at the same time, coexist at the same time, and both be great? Why does one have to be better than the other? And so that was something that was kind of bothering me about that form of content and those comments, because while yes, it's really great to see a fellow reader in the community and in the industry being praised, it made it look like that's the only person to go to. That's the only person people trust. That's the only tarot reader, which is unfathomable and impossible. TikTok has billions of users who are scrolling on this app daily. So it's impossible for one tarot reader to be able to channel accurate messages for 2 billion users every single day. So there can't only be one. That's a reason. There's a reason why there's so many readers. Now, we're not going to get into the people who hopped on the trend and are like, everybody wants to be a tarot reader, because we could be here all day if we're going to spew that rhetoric as well. What I'm saying is that I don't feel that it's fair to pit us against each other. Why can we not all win? Why can we not all be great? Why does there only have to be one or the best? I do see the value in competition, but I also don't see the value in competition at the same time. Like, I think that sometimes it is good to have healthy competition because that keeps us motivated, that keeps us inspired, that keeps us improving and learning and wanting to be better. But then sometimes the competition, I feel like, is so unnecessary because what's meant for us never misses us, right? So what's meant for me is mine, and nobody can take that from me because it's mine. And what somebody else's is theirs, and I don't want it because it's theirs, and I could never have it because it's specifically curated for them. And I just think that people don't understand that concept when it comes to competition. I don't really know what it is, but stepping back as an audience member, stepping back as somebody who also consumes content almost as much as he creates content, I looked at it and I was like, it just feels like we're putting two people in the arena and we're making them battle it out, which is a tale as old as time. But I don't know, something about that didn't sit right with me. And then I was like, do I really want to keep coming on here on TikTok to share my energy and to share my craft with people who are using content to decide whether somebody is real or fake, which also rubs me the wrong way because who made this person an authority on who is real and who is not, and who is fake and who is not? I can't even do that. Nobody can really sit there and tell us that this is a real tarot reader, this is not a real tarot reader. Who made this person the authority on that? Who makes anybody the authority on, yes, this is a real tarot reader, no, this is not? So that rubbed me the wrong way too, but I don't know. That was just something that was discouraging to me. Obviously, I'm going to get over it. Obviously, I'm already over it. I wouldn't have gone live and done this live stream with you all if I wasn't already working through getting over it. I just wanted to express that thought to you guys because I don't know. Something about that just rubbed me the wrong way, and it was very discouraging. And I was like, if I'm just going to get on here and it's not really about the work and the craft, then I don't know that I really want to be here, you know? I don't experience that on Instagram or on YouTube. I'm sure it exists on those platforms as well, but I don't experience it over there. The Instagram community is so loving, so willing to do the work, so willing to hear the messages, and I feel like we're all there to like support and uplift each other on my Instagram. And then YouTube is like that too. And maybe it's because I have smaller platforms over there, so we haven't really branched out into the large groups of people, but I don't know. I'm still obviously going to create content and still show up because I think that me talking about these things helps, and I think that me showing up and being myself authentically is impactful and it is valuable. But that's just something I was thinking about. I think that we're all great in our own ways. We're all great in our own unique ways. While that other creator who they were talking about deserves the praise and is great in their own right, there's so many other readers who are out here doing their own thing in their own way, impacting their collective and their community. And that's something that I have to keep coming back to, is that it's not about me, and I am still making an impact, and I am still helping the people who are in my community. Maybe there is some crossover between that reader's community and mine, or maybe there isn't, and that's okay. And I just don't think it's right to sit up here on a platform and to sit in the comments and be like, this is the best reader, this is the only reader, everybody else is fake, everybody else just feeds your delusions, everybody else doesn't know what they're talking about, yada, yada, yada. That's my piece. I said it, that's my opinion, I'm done. I love you, D. Thank you. Thanks, Trash Splash. Trash Splash. Oh my God. Thank you, Erica. You're awesome too. I appreciate you, Crystal Kelly Music. What is everybody's plan for the rest of the day? What are you doing for the rest of the night? I'm going to get off of here, edit and post the YouTube video. I actually have a Virgo reading to edit and post too, and then I'm going to be cleaning and getting everything prepared so that I can bring Wrangler, my Frenchie, home tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. It's lunchtime. NATO, I haven't gotten him yet. I'm going to pick him up tomorrow. Pizza rolls, bath, and bed. A mood. Comfort. I love that. Finishing laundry. I need to do some laundry too. You're here for the Virgo reading. Thanks, Swords. It'll be posted on the Virgo channel, either tonight or tomorrow. Oh, your stationary bike. I love that in us dreams. Yes. We're getting our exercise in. We're getting our calories burned. Health is wealth. Yes, I've been feeling it ever since I got back to LA. Like today I was like, I want to work out, but I didn't because I had other things to do. But it is good to feel that calling to be like, okay, let's go work out. So I'm glad that you're on your stationary bike too. You're working on your health and your fitness. Thank you, Crystal Kelly, for sending a coffee tip. I appreciate you. Thank you, honey. May all that energy and that currency be sent back to you multiplied. I appreciate you. If you guys want to tip, you can, but you never have to. Information is on all of the descriptions and captions in all of my readings on TikTok and on Instagram. It's also in the description box in YouTube. My Cash App and my Venmo are Chandler Mastin. But of course, you're not obligated to send anything. I did not get on here for you to send me money, but if you want to send a tip or send some of this wonderful, beautiful energy back to me, I'd love that and I'd appreciate you forever. But you, of course, do not have to. Do I have a P.O. box? Not you reading the future, not you forecasting the future. I need to get one. That's like on my to-do list. So for the rest of January and into early February, I'm going to be like sorting things out, getting organized, recalibrating, getting Wrangler adjusted and getting readjusted to my new life, having a child essentially. P.O. box is on the list. I want to get a P.O. box so that you guys can send me things and so that I can like also film videos unboxing them and saying thank you, so that way we can have that connection too as well. Which of course you don't have to send me anything, but I do feel like some of you want to send me things instead of money, which I love that too. I love things, I love notes, whatever you want to send. If you also want to send like your brand or your business, you're a small creator, feel free. I can talk about it if I see it and if I feel aligned to it and I resonate with it. So yeah, I'm gonna get a P.O. box this year. That's a goal. Hopefully in the next month or so, I'll have a P.O. box and then I'll share that information with you. But currently I don't have one. Oh my God, that's so cute, Lissa. I would love for you to make me a top and for me to share it and show it off. I'd love that. I've been so inspired by thrift videos and by like estate sale videos. Oh, 2025 is going to be my estate sale, yard sale, thrift year. And I am so excited to elevate my style secondhand. It's been so inspiring and so motivating. I normally shop secondhand and thrift and consignment, but I don't know, I haven't felt very inspired by it recently until like the past week or so. And I'm like, oh, I feel so inspired to hit the thrift. I'm also back in LA, and there's so many wealthy people in LA who are getting rid of clothes constantly and who have good finds and stylish finds that they're just holding in their closet. And then they might be moving, so they're having an estate sale or they're having a yard sale because they want to get rid of things. And I am going to be on the hunt. I'm going to be finding them. I think it'd be really cool if I could get to a place of feeling confident enough when it comes to like vlog style videos to film like a thrift haul, thrift hunt, or like an estate sale hunt video just to show you what I'm seeing, to show you what I'm getting. And I'm also really into Depop and Poshmark right now because there's so many people out there who are reselling their thrift finds, but also reselling like vintage clothing, vintage bags, things that they've had in their collection that they don't want anymore, or things that they were gifted that they're re-gifting, reselling. And I want to get to that level too, where I have a Depop and you can like shop whatever I found. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud, but I've been really inspired by Depop and thrifting and consignment and estate sales. So I'm really excited to get into that. There's a secondhand Halloween store in San Bernardino. You want to go? I'm manifesting that you get to go. Your kids always ask why I watch you. Am I uploading this reading on YouTube? Yes, I will upload this reading on YouTube. As soon as it saves to TikTok and processes and saves to my phone and uploads, it'll be up there. So maybe tomorrow, but I will post this reading. I tell them to mind their business. You're so funny, Lisa. I love them though. I'm grateful that you watch me. I'm grateful that their mom watches me, and I love them and I appreciate them. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you, Erica. Thank you all so much for being here and spending time with me and letting me read your energy. I am sending you love always. I will see you hopefully soon, but we never know when. But I'll see you soon. So sending you love always. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Peace.